only 4 days away from the release of Chapter 3 Season 2. In today's video, we are going to be looking at all of the brand new leaks and information regarding new bosses, map changes, and the overall storyline event that's going to be taking place in the brand new season update. Tons of exciting information you guys are definitely not going to want to miss, so make sure to watch until the very end of the video. And we send a gift to a lucky subscriber in every single video here on the channel. So if you want to be gifted in a future video, all you have to do is drop a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, and also leave your epic usernames down in the comments below so I can add you and send you the gift. I'm also going to be sending a ton of you guys the brand new Season 2 Battle Pass when it is released, so make sure you guys are subbed to the channel and staying active in all the videos. And a big shout out to everyone that's using supporter creator code NERP, N-E-R-P. I appreciate all support. Thanks for using the code. Now diving right into the video, in regards to Chapter 3 Season 2, if you guys head on over to the Battle Pass menu, you would see that in the bottom left-hand corner, it says that Season 1 goes until March 19th, which obviously means that on the 20th is when we're supposed to be getting the release for Season 2's update. But considering how quiet Epic Games have been in terms of the amount of teasers and things that are going on behind the scenes to hype up the brand new season, there has been a lot of talk and speculation about there possibly being a delay to the release of Chapter 3 Season 2, which is of course all of Fortnite players' worst nightmares here, because every time they delay seasons, usually Fortnite gets very stale and boring. There's not as many updates. But the good news for us is that Fortnite released a news tab earlier this morning on Fortnite that you guys can all see for yourselves that pretty much says that the Battle Pass is going to be leaving in a few days, and this pretty much does confirm that there isn't going to be any delays to the Season 2 update and release, which is very, very good news. And thanks to data miners and just overall map changes and things that we've been seeing happening throughout the course of Chapter 3 Season 1, we already have a pretty good idea of what the overall theme is actually going to be for Season 2 going into the brand new season release, and that is of course a massive war between the Imagined Order and IO and the Seven and other members and characters that we've introduced to over these last few years on the Fortnite Battle Royale Island. And as we've seen in all of the previous storytime trailers that released throughout previous chapters, the main point of interest for the IO and members of the Seven, the thing that we're basically going to be getting into a war over about, is the 0 point, which after seeing the end event take place, we actually saw that the 0 point is located in the middle section of both the Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 map whenever the map did flip over during the live event. And knowing how powerful the 0 point actually is, being able to loop and travel through all these different dimensions in the Fortnite universe, that is why both the IO and members of the Seven are trying to gain control of it and go basically to war over it. Now, from what we've seen so far with the map changes and subtle little updates that have been rolling out over the course of Chapter 3 Season 1, one of the main map changes and parts of the storyline that has kind of been secretive and just subtly added around the map is that the IO is actually drilling towards the center of the map where the 0 point is located. There's a bunch of little IO outposts set up with massive drills that signify that they are trying to drill through the current map that we're on now to get to the center of both of them, and the results of this is massive earthquakes that have started shaking the entire Fortnite map. They actually started over at Covert Canyon, since that is the main base of operation for the IO, and that is probably where the origins of the drilling started to take place, which makes sense why the earthquakes would start over on that part of the map. Now, since then, the earthquakes have slowly been getting more violent and more dangerous, and as a result of these constant earthquakes shaking the Fortnite Battle Royale Island, there is now sinkholes appearing all over the map as well that are destroying certain named locations and pretty much just causing destruction around the entire map. So going into Chapter 3 Season 2, we already know for a fact that there is going to be some drastic damage done around the map, and some of the named points of interest like the 7 outpost and potentially tilted towers, even though we did just get it back during this season, could be drastically changed due to these earthquakes and sinkholes pretty much destroying the map in random spots. Now, some brand new breaking information that we have not talked about here on the channel and actually just came out yesterday here in the Fortnite community is coming from a very reliable leaker and data miner that has given us a lot of early information in the past, especially transitioning from Chapter 2 to Chapter 3, that ended up being correct. So it's a very reliable source, and the information we're about to talk about could very well become true. They tweeted out saying, in Tabor Hill's newest video, he mentioned some interesting things for the next season. The first first point here is that the IO might invade and take full control over the island. And I thought this was pretty interesting because as of right now, the members of the Seven are on one half the island and the covert canyon and main base of operation for the IO is on the complete opposite side of the island as well. And right now, although they are technically at war and both trying to grant control over the 0 point, they're kind of living in harmony on the Fortnite map, doing their own things to try to get to the 0 point without causing too much trouble. Obviously, the IO is trying to drill to the center, causing earthquakes, and then we've also seen rockets and different things happening over at the Seven's outpost, which that means they're probably trying to use those to get the 0 point as well. But the info that we're getting from this leaker is telling us that the IO is going to invade and try to get full control over the Fortnite island in Chapter 3 Season 2, which means some of the 7 outposts or just the main 7 outpost base of operation near the Joneses might be completely erased or changed during Season 2, which could be one of the bigger map changes that we see. That could end up being some brand new IO outpost or IO bases of operation, similar to what we saw with Covert Canyon if this is true and the IO does take full control over the entire Fortnite island. Now, another piece of information that I thought was extremely exciting, and I think that this is really awesome because it goes along with some theories that a lot of us here in the Fortnite community have already started talking about. But another piece of info is that a boss could emerge from the ground below the Fortnite Chapter 3 island. I thought this bit of information was pretty exciting because there was rumors and a theory going around the Fortnite community that the Caddis monster was going to be making a return and fighting some type of giant robot for a live event that's going to be ending off Chapter 3 Season 1. We're going to be talking about the live event later on in the video, but this actually goes along with that theory because a lot of us are speculating that what if the Imagined Order is trying to drill to the center of the map, not to get control of the 0 point, but because they know there is some type of big monster or boss or something that they can have to use fighting against the members of the Seven down there that they're trying to drill and actually let out to basically cause havoc on the Fortnite map. That theory perfectly goes along with this bit of information that a boss could emerge from the ground, and we don't really know exactly what type of boss this could be, how large it's going to be, but considering the IO is currently drilling to the center of the map, causing these sinkholes and big cracks to go around the Fortnite island, this could be a perfect segue for a boss or some type of mega monster to basically come out of the center of the island from these earthquakes and basically be a part of the brand new season, which I thought was pretty interesting. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts and theories on this down in the comment section below as well. But like I said, this information is coming from a very reliable source who gave us a lot of early info in the past and has been correct 100% of the time. So up until he gives us information that ends up not being true, he is a very reliable source that we can actually take very seriously. Now, something else that I also wanted to touch on regarding Chapter 3 Season 2 is the possibility of there actually being a live event at the end of Season 1. Obviously, at the time this video is going up, it is March 15th, so we are only 5 to 6 days away from the Season 2 release, which means that the live event would need to take place in these next few days, which unfortunately, it's pretty much confirmed at this point, but there is not going to be a live event at the end of this season, transitioning us into Season 2's release. And although this mega war between the IO and the members of the Seven could set up a really cool live event where Agent Jonesy and the Foundation meet up with Sloan and they battle it out with some of their bosses like Gunner and stuff like that, I think that would be a really cool little cinematic sequence for a live event. But if we take a look back at previous chapters, in Chapter 1 Season 1 there was no live event, and back in Chapter 2 Season 1 as well, there also was no live event either. So I think Fortnite uses these first seasons of every single chapter to kind of set the tone and the overall theme for what this chapter is going to be based on. Obviously for Chapter 3 here, it is really focusing on the Imagined Order and members of the Seven fighting for control over the 0 point, but we're not going to be getting a live event probably until the end of next season, because back in Chapter 2 we did end up getting a live event during Season 2 as well. So that is just my theory on it. Like I said, if there is a live event, Fortnite has not hyped it up at all. There's been no information or anything found on the files by data miners, and considering we're only a few days away from the new season release, I just don't think it's going to be happening, which is pretty unfortunate, but it honestly makes sense considering we're in the first season of this chapter and there's still a lot of information that needs to get unfolded for us before we can get live events and more cinematic sequence released. But with all that being said, that is all I got for you guys in today's video. Of course, there there's a lot of speculation and information that is still up in the air regarding season 2, but let me know your guys' thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to win this war between the IO and members of the 7? Will there be a live event at the end of season 2? And what is going to be happening in terms of the overall map changes and things on the Fortnite island? I love reading your guys' feedback. Some of you guys have some awesome ideas, so let me know down in the comment section below if you have any thoughts. I'd love to read them. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, my friends.